Good morning. It is Monday, October 18th at 9 a.m. Just wanted to give a quick update on current Bitcoin situation and other cryptos. As I said last night, we entered another day in extreme fear, so you're likely to get some sideways price action or even a little bit of downward price action, which we're seeing this morning. It has come down overnight. It's bounced around quite a bit. I will flip to the 4-hour time frame and you can see a lot of sideways action. It did come up a little overnight, but came back down in the last 8 hours. It's been dropping. You go to the 1 hour, see lots of sideways action within a range. If you'll notice, the range is typically coming somewhere around 60,000 to somewhere around 63,000. And that's because it's finding support here in this zone and it's finding resistance as you're getting closer and closer to the all-time high. Flipping back to the daily. As you get closer and closer to the all-time high, excuse me, I'll flip to the funding rates currently. See there's more negative than positive in terms of price action. That's no surprise. That's why we're seeing some negative price action this morning. But these are not strong by any stretch of the imagination. If you flip to the combined order book, you see all the orders sitting out there waiting to be filled should the price get there. And what you can see is that as you get above 60,000, 63,000, about 63,500, there is a huge amount of orders all the way up to the all-time high. That's a big hurdle to get over. That's why we keep finding rejection as we get a little over 63,000 and it's pushed back. Once you get past these high levels up here though, right now there's not a lot of sell orders. So what is likely to happen, of course, if things don't change, what is likely to happen is as we do break through the all-time high, the price is likely to explode because right now there's just not a lot of sell orders sitting out there above the all-time highs. Most people are getting out at the all-time highs. At least the ones that have orders in currently, and so likely scenario is that once you do break above all-time highs, which are right at about 65,000, just a little over 65,000, you're likely to see the price explode. And if you look in past, every time Bitcoin has broken above all-time highs, it has led to price explosions. So, a very notable one is back here earlier this beginning of this year. The price just once it took off, there was some corrections along the way, but for the most part, it was just explosion to the upside where it hit all-time highs, and that scenario is very likely. So that's what I would expect. I do expect, though, while we remain in extreme greed, to see sideways or price correction, and then movement up as we hit the areas of now support that used to be resistance here. Flipping to Ethereum, pretty much the same thing, seeing a slight rejection at this level, pulling back, but really all the cryptocurrencies are mostly pulling back right now because Bitcoin and Ethereum are. Link, there was a signal here to go short. I did not take it. Better make this bigger for you. Dogecoin is actually increasing. So that's why I say mostly. Not every coin is going to behave exactly the same way. If they were, there would be no point in playing different coins. But here, Dogecoin has moved up pretty good. It's pulled back a little bit from where it shot up here. It's currently pulling back a little, but that's normal when things shoot up that fast. Cardano still coming down kind of along that same line, really, if you look at that path that it's following right here. Solana still moving kind of sideways. It did break a little above this line I mentioned before, resistance, but really it still hasn't done much. It's actually forming a new wedge right here, which I will look at over the coming days, but it has broken past this wedge. It didn't really explode. The reason, if you look at the price action right here, looks just like Bitcoin, doesn't it? If you flip back to Bitcoin or Ethereum, see that little move up and then sideways with a little back down. So flipping back to Solana, you see the exact same thing pretty much. So it appears like whatever Bitcoin is going to do, Solana is going to do, or whatever Ethereum does, Solana will do. It seems to be following that. Litecoin, similar. SNX, similar. It's a little bit more negative movement than Ethereum or Bitcoin. Ren, got a signal to go short. I did not take it because right now Bitcoin is deciding what to do. And so I don't want to be in positions right now. I did do a little scalp this morning because we're in extreme greed. I did take a position in Bitcoin this morning early and made some quick money off of it. In fact, just here while I was speaking, it reached my second price target actually. So yeah, it did. It hit right now as we were sitting here, and I hit two price targets. First one I took profits at about 60,739. That was for $373, and then my second price target I let it keep running to 60,105, and while we were talking, it actually hit that level right around here for a $690 gain. So again, this is just a scalp. I don't really show my scalps because honestly, I don't want anyone really taking those trades. They are more dangerous and timing is critical. So if I'm in and out and you're just watching the video, it would be very dangerous for you to just jump in at that point. So that's why I mostly just show the swing trades, or like on September 30th when I told you everybody this was a great buying opportunity at 43,150 roughly, right in that price range, 143 somewhere in there. Had you taken that right now, as I've showed many times, even with this little pullback, you're still right about at 40% on your money. So if you invested 10,000, you would have $14,000 right now. If you invested 100,000, you would have $140,000 right now, based on that. Getting in at this extreme fear signal that I gave you. And if you were still holding, you'd be in great shape. If you got out this first time in extreme, when we were at extreme greed, we first hit it, you still would have been at close to a 30% gain, 28% gain. So anyway, those are the trades that I'm more interested in showing you because you have a good chance of making good money. Scalps, where you are fast in and out, they're dangerous. They're not for beginners. They're even not for advanced if you get in late. It's only useful if you're getting in as it's happening. So maybe in the future I'll do some live signals for those who are interested, but as of now, I'm not going to publish my scalps. I hope this helps. If you want these notifications as soon as they happen, you've got to subscribe with notifications on. Have a great day and happy trading.